If you don't have a phone or tablet to test on right now, don't worry, we'll get back to the emulator very soon. But to test shaking a device, you need to actually shake the device. There is an open source tool called Sensor Simulator that we can hook up to the emulator to simulate sensor data, but for now let's just see how to run our app on a phone. On a Mac or PC, start by just connecting your phone to the computer with a USB cable. In some cases, you may need to disconnect the USB cable from your charging adapter. If you're using a Windows computer, this is where it can get a little tricky. You need the appropriate device drivers for your phone. Some standard device drivers are included in the Android development bundle we're using, but in some cases you'll be prompted to download and install the drivers when you connect your phone. Or you might need to visit the website of the manufacturer to get the right drivers. Or maybe you've already installed some software that includes the necessary drivers. Each device is different, so hopefully yours is straightforward. If all else fails, you can Google how to connect your specific device for testing Android apps. There's a special view in Eclipse that shows us all our connected devices, including our emulator. It's a devices view that's displayed inside the DDMS perspective. The what now? Okay, let me back up. Eclipse has different perspectives available that take up the entire Eclipse window. A perspective is basically a big container for views. We've been working in the Java perspective, which contains our code editor, package explorer, and all the other views we've been using. Perspectives are listed up here in the upper right, and you can add perspectives by clicking on the little Open Perspective icon. I'm going to click on DDMS. DDMS stands for Dalvik Debug Monitor Server. But that's just a fancy-pants name for the tool we use to monitor and manage Android devices from the computer. For now, we're just concerned with the Devices view here on the left. It should show the phone or tablet you just connected, and maybe an emulator too, like mine does. If your device is listed here like mine is, then that means you're ready to run the Crystal Ball app on it. If not, you may need to troubleshoot using the DDMS view in the console at the bottom of the Java perspective. If I bring up the console, I can toggle between the Android console and the DDMS console by clicking on this little icon over here. If everything looks good, then we should be able to run our app just like we did before. If the emulator is not running, then the app should start automatically on the device. In this case, the emulator is already running too, so we get a dialog box called Android Device Chooser. The list inside shows the available devices, their names, and the version of Android that they're running. Select the phone or tablet and click OK. The console view here at the bottom will show all the steps Eclipse is taking to launch the app on the device. We've seen those same steps before when launching in the emulator too. And when it's all done, it'll flip over to the Logcat view. The app should start automatically on the phone, and cool, all right. Now, to test the shake event, you want to carefully hold the phone perpendicular to the ground. Then you rotate... I'm just kidding. Just shake it. Cool, it works. Let's review everything we did to get this shake working. First, we learned how to access the Android built-in sensor called the accelerometer to detect and measure the acceleration of the device in any direction. We tapped into this sensor by registering a listener for it, and we learned where to register and unregister the listener to make everything work in the context of the Android activity lifecycle. The activity lifecycle is important because our app could be interrupted at any moment by a phone call or some other app that has a higher priority than ours. And lastly, with everything in place, we saw how to run our app on a phone and how to shake the phone without hurting ourselves. There's just a little more I want to show you before we see how to submit our app to Google Play and the Amazon App Store and earn our first million. Stay tuned to learn about the exciting world of toasts, not the kind you eat, logging, not cutting down trees, and debugging, not removing actual bug creatures.